Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charles Gammons. I am the school counselor for summer school. Prior to the start of the ceremony, I would like to share some background information regarding traditions of commencement exercises. In keeping with tradition, our graduating seniors will be wearing caps and gowns. Caps and gowns were, and in some places still are, the everyday wear of faculty and students at universities such as Oxford and Cambridge. Gowns serve two purposes. One is to provide a uniform appearance. At one time, all gowns were black, but in recent years, we have seen the addition of colors to the gowns. In our ceremony today, you will be able to identify which Charles County High School each senior attended by the color of the gown, stole, and tassel. All seniors wear a cap, also called a mortarboard. The cap contains a tassel. The tassel is worn on the right of the cap until the principal certifies that they have met their graduation requirements. This commencement ceremony celebrates a special and joyous occasion that has been many years in the making. At this time, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Gammons. Please allow me to take a moment to introduce the distinguished members of the Board of Education who have a message for our graduating seniors. Board Chairman Virginia R. McGraw, Board Vice Chairman Latina L. Wilson, Board Member Jennifer S. Abel, Board Member Tajala Battle Lockhart, Board Member Elizabeth C. Brown, Board Member David Hancock, Board Member Michael Lucas, Student Board Member Ian Hurd.
Congratulations, Class of 2020. The Board of Education is here today to celebrate you and your accomplishments over the last 13 years because you deserve it. We know that a virtual graduation is not what you had hoped for, but time and distance does not make it any less important.
You've adapted to circumstances that we wouldn't have dreamed of when we started the school year. Take the skills and the knowledge you have gained and turn it into something to help the world. Don't be afraid of history. Learn from it. We are not celebrating graduation as we have in the past, but we are celebrating.
Graduation is a milestone you have earned through hard work. While we will always remember the class of 2020 as the one that graduated virtually, it does not define you. No one person or thing, even a global pandemic, can diminish your successes. Success is what you make it.
You're indeed a special class. You have managed the challenge of being uprooted from your schools, and all the teaching and learning that helped make senior year memorable. This experience, while it's truly unfair today, is one of many that will shape you throughout your life.
We're counting on you to take those experiences to help us rebuild, not in a pre-pandemic way, but in a way that takes the best of education and improves upon it to create a world-class, equitable public school system.
The pandemic has sent more people online than ever before, as we've moved from the classroom to virtual learning, webinars, and social engagement. It may sound funny, but we encourage you to step out of the virtual world when you can for real-time experiences when it is safe to resume in-person contact.
We encourage you to take care of yourself. Accept responsibility for your future. Be great. Always be mindful on how your actions affect other people. Class of 2020, you made history. We want to make sure that you're recognized not only for your accomplishments, but for your tenacity and how you navigated your final high school months online and from a distance. Good luck in the future.
Today, 2020 graduates of Charles County Public Schools, you are graduating during a pandemic that has changed the world. Now it is your time to move forward and lead that change. We are so very proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Kimberly Hill, who would also like to share her thoughts about this special occasion in your lives.
On behalf of the members of the Board of Education and all of us who work with Charles County Public Schools, congratulations to the class of 2020. I think we can all agree that this isn't how it was supposed to be. Your senior year abruptly ended on March 13th, and we're very sorry about that. You didn't have the chance to say thank you or goodbye to your classmates, your teachers, your coaches, and all of those who helped you along the way. We've missed the hugs, the cheers, and the tears of joy that happen in a graduation ceremony. And most of all, we miss you, the members of the class of 2020. Despite a major worldwide pandemic, you have reached an important milestone that no one can take away from you. You've demonstrated strength, resilience, and leadership, which will serve you well in the future. Your attitude toward the challenges you have faced and those you will face in the future is the foundation for every success and every failure you will ever have. Attitude impacts the way you feel about people and situations, and it can determine how others will feel about you. Class of 2020, recognize how your attitude affects those around you and take responsibility for the energy you're putting out there. Choose to surround yourself with people who will lift you up, not tear you down, and be that person who chooses to show up with enthusiasm and energy for whatever situation you face. It is time for you to go forth and practice what you have learned. As you do so, we hope you'll take to heart the words of Dr. Maya Angelou when she said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Class of 2020, the world needs you right now. Do your best to make the world a better place. Congratulations.
I am pleased to introduce our guest speaker, Executive Director of Schools, Mr. Marvin Jones, who has some words of wisdom for our graduates.
Good day, parents, family members, friends, staff, and most of all, good day, graduates. Today is your day. Recognizing this all-important fact, I understand the rules for speaking on occasions such as this. Be heard, be brief, and be seated. No worries, I will follow the rules. Now that this exciting moment has finally arrived for you, I hate to disappoint, but I don't have lots of profound advice for you today. Nor will I bore you with self-proclaimed words of wisdom, and I will not harp on all of the great things that you must now go out and accomplish. But I will take a brief moment to share how proud we are of you today. No matter how you got here, please understand, as we do, that this accomplishment should not be taken lightly. It is no secret that this program may look a little different than others, but recognize that the ceremony is really not the point. The point is that through all of the challenges you've faced and all of the opportunities to give up, you didn't. You pressed on and persevered. And as a result, you will receive that same piece of paper that every other high school graduate receives in the state of Maryland. Your diploma is just as valuable as anyone else's, and if anything, perhaps even more meaningful based on the road you traveled to get here. But all that said, and as great as this accomplishment is, it is only the beginning. You've now demonstrated that you have what it takes to succeed. You are ready for the world. Now go out and conquer it. Go to school, go to college, community college, trade school, beauty or barber school, enlist in the military, join the workforce, whatever it is. Be positive and productive in your life. And as you are able, offer to help or support someone else along the way. For that someone else may be you at a later time in life. Meanwhile, having played a part in your success, we are now counting on you to make us proud, to prove you are prepared, and to make your haters your motivators. So on behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Hill, and Charles County Public Schools, congratulations to the class of 2020. Job well done.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Again, my name is Mr. Curry Werkheiser, and I am Principal of Alternative Programs at the Robert D. Steedham Educational Center. And I will be presenting students for graduation on behalf of all high school principals and would like to acknowledge each of them before proceeding. At Henry E. Lackey High School, Ms. Kathy Perello, Principal. At North Point High School, Mr. Dan Capel, Principal. At St. Charles High School, Mr. Richard Connolly, Principal. At Thomas Stone High School, Ms. Shanice Pearl, Principal. And at Westlake High School, Ms. Diane Roberts, Principal. I am pleased to present the following students for graduation. Each of these students has met the minimum requirements for a Maryland high school diploma as established by the Maryland State Department of Education and the Charles County Public Schools. At this time, we will grant their diplomas.
Carrie Ann Ivana Rojas. Ryan Terrell Anderson. Troy Andrew Chase. Marquand Justice Daly. Brianna Azaria Neal. Ian Simplest Ncho Obad. Ashanti Zayana Vaughn. Noe Alexander Rhoda Martinez. Marquez Trevor Smith. Bobby Janae Jones. Janaya Tiana Lewis. Emmanuel Lydell Neal.